Dude, so something that I
That'd be
fuck
cool.
with that you said, and
Yeah.
something that we've talked about on here like countless times, is just if you can be yourself and you can push yourself as an artist, like no matter it be hip hop, bluegrass, rock and roll music. We've had a couple different type of musicians on here, but
Yeah.
they've all said the same thing: is be yourself and nothing else. Because the second you stop being yourself, people aren't gonna want that.
Yeah.
You know, so I fuck
true.
with that, and that's fucking awesome that guy he said that to you. He's just like pretty much like stripping away the facade of in like gangster people, but you can strip away the facade of any type of person, and you know they're just a human just like you are. You know?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. On those tours, I realized that a lot of, what fucking a white mom from the suburbs would deem as like looking like a thug is really, that's just that culture. Like that culture just wears like chains and tattoos and just like bigger clothing or whatever. Like that's
Sure.
just part of the culture. But you're right. You strip it down like to these people. They're some of the nicest people I ever met. Some of these people that got face tats and like face piercings and whatnot on these tours look hard as fuck, and like that's definitely how they present themselves publicly, is like as a hard motherfucker. Like that's definitely the impression they're putting off. But once you actually are then chilling backstage with the person, smoking blunts or hanging out and talking to them or just getting to know the person, you realize, man, these are nice people just like all of us. Like you can so easily misread someone, you can misjudge people all the time. And back to almost what we were saying earlier, something about don't trust everyone, even
CBD
someone in a
peddler.
suit. Yeah, exactly. A CBD peddler saying exactly, bro. Just because you have a legitimate shop doesn't mean anything. I was just reading a case today. You know the company Supreme?
yeah.
I was just reading a case today that there's a dude out in Italy that was started Supreme Italia, complete knockoff of the brand, but because Supreme doesn't have at the time didn't have like international trademarks on their shit, this dude was legally allowed to produce like fake counterfeit shit. And this is a dude with like not just a dude on the street corner peddling his shit. I'm talking a
Like a
businessman.
massive amount of these things.
He
Dude.
opened up a shop and shit.
6 shops in 2
Oh,
continents.
shit.
Holy
Shit.
Like warehouses, like not just a homie selling this shit. Like that happens all the time. Supreme doesn't have to worry about your homeboy selling, some shit. I'm talking like
Mass production.
businessmen, like, executives type shit doing that. So like don't trust everyone, like just you got to audit people, especially if you're going to go into business with anyone or partnerships with anyone. You got to know who you really go into with. I'm just saying that because you look at a gangster person, they might actually be really nice teddy bear of a person. I've met people like that. You might meet a guy who's like clean cut, well presented, in a suit and a nice car, and he literally like might rob your grandma's bank account and your bank account, your dad's IRA, your college tuition, all that stuff with a smile. And you
Damn
ain't gonna do
right.
shit about it because he's got a team of lawyers that make $1,000 an hour. Just like I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Nah, you're spitting truth.
From
That
both
was- yeah.
ends, both ends of
Yeah.
the coin. We always look at one side of the coin too much as humans. You gotta like take everything. It's the same with like what we do as art. Like you got to get your 10,000 hours. You got to become a master, but at the same time, you got to look at shit from a fresh angle, from a beginner's mind. From beginner's point of view. And it's the same with everything. It's such a duality. You got to just understand there's like a yin and yang within everything, and looking at two sides of the coin. That's how we got to look at everything.
Totally.